Hey students, in this video I'm going to go over number 2 on the Unit 4 review. This question says to write an equation of a parabola with a vertex that is supposed to be -1. So if you can just see that over here as -1 and 3. That opens down and is congruent to this parabola right here. So to visualize that, just imagine you have this graph right here, which if you want to see it and how it looks, you can graph it. But for now, let's just first plot that vertex, just so you can visualize what that is. -1 and then +3. So somewhere here, there's a vertex for a parabola that opens down and is congruent to this one. So the whole twist here is to really understand what this means, congruent. Congruent means equal in size and shape. So an angle is congruent if they form the same degrees. Like this is 30 degrees and that's 30 degrees. So they're congruent. You were taught congruent also in shapes. This is congruent. These circles are congruent. So in algebra, you're going to have parabolas that are congruent. And a way to verify this is with wax paper, where you can just trace and then, shift and then see, oh, they are congruent. So that's a way to verify it. But mathematically, you need to understand what part of the equation can tell you how it opens. That way the other equation has that same angle of opening. The format that this equation is following is ax squared plus bx plus c. However, it's only showing you this just because in this example, this is what it has. That's it. There's no more. So what part of this equation can tell you the angle that is opened? So that's the part where you need to analyze and understand that A value is what tells you how a parabola opens, how wide or narrow. Therefore, what that is really telling you is just telling you that in the equation that you need to create, your A value has to be a 2. That A value has to be a 2. And then as far as which equation to write after that, well, once again, you have 3 options. You have the option of ax squared plus bx plus c. You have the option of ax minus h squared plus k. Or you have the option of x minus p, x plus q. Standard, vertex, intercept. So the fact that you are given a vertex, you're going to use the vertex form. So that's what we're going to write right here. Y equals a x minus h squared plus k. So then now we just need to make sure we have all of the 3 values of a, h, and k replaced, and you're done. We already know a is 2 based on the congruency statement right here. So what we need to do now is look at h and k. Well, h and k comes from your vertex, that -1, 3. So if the vertex is -1, 3, we're going to look at h, k, and replace h with -1, k with 3. So we're going to have x minus -1 plus 3. And if we clean this up, we need to recall that it has to look down, open down, which means that the a value has to be a negative a value. So we're going to have to put a negative in there. -2. This double negative becomes +1. And then +3, and there's your answer. And just to confirm that this is true, you can always graph it in your calculator and type the equation that you created. So we're going to put -2 x plus 1 squared plus 3. And this shows kind of like the sketch we have right here, a parabola opening down. To confirm that the vertex is that correct value, we can trace it or analyze it. Tracing seems to be better. Maximum is your vertex, so it says right here at -1, 3, which confirms that. It opens down. And as far as confirming if it's congruent to that, we can just graph that one, y equals 2x squared. And again, we can use the wax paper to kind of analyze if it's matching, you know, you can't really tell here, but if it's matching that angle. You can also just take off the negative on the blue one. And then it'll immediately flip it back to where you can tell, again, it was the original and then it just shifted somewhere else, but it has the same angle of opening. So hope this video helps you.